Yesterday, in just a few hours, hundreds of billions of dollars vanished from the American stock market. Not because of war, not because of inflation, not because of virus, but because of a one sentence spoken by one man. This man was Donald Trump. And what Wall Street did next should scare every investor on this planet. Stay with me for the next few minutes because this story is not just about America. This story is about your money, your future, and the next global shock. But before you scroll, understand this what happened yesterday has happened only a few times in the last decade. What exactly happened? According to Reuters, Wall Street just suffered one of its sharpest drops in recent months. The S&P 500 fell hard. The Dow Jones slid. At the same time, gold prices suddenly jumped. Volatility exploded. And all of this started with one thing a reigned tariff threat from Donald Trump. This was not a policy, this was not a law, this was a warning and market panic faster than human. And here is the part nobody on social media is explaining. Why tariffs terrify markets? Let me explain tariffs in the simplest possible way. A tariff is a tax on imported goods. Sounds simple, but in reality, tariffs are economic weapons. When America raises tariffs, import become expensive. Companies lose profits. Supply chain break. Inflation rises. Consumer pay more, and most importantly, global trade slow down. Now remember something very important. The stock market does not crash because of today. The market crashes because of what investors fear tomorrow. And Trump's message brought back on terrifying memory the last trade war. And this is where this story stops being about America and starts being about your savings. Why the world is watching. America is not just a country, America is the engine of the global economy. When Wall Street shakes, London feels it, Toronto feels it, Sydney feels it, also Tokyo feels it. Every pension fund, every mutual fund, every retirement account. Now imagine this Trump is leading in several polls. Elections are coming, and market are starting to price in one dangerous possibility a second trade war. And market hate one thing more than bad news, they hate uncertainty. And here is the single that confirmed a panic had started. Gold spike and volatility signal. When investors get scared, they run to only two places, cash and gold. Yesterday gold prices jumped sharply, volatility indexes spiked. This is not random, this is what professionals do before storms. And whenever gold rises suddenly, it means one thing. Smart money is preparing for turbulence. But let me tell you something even more important. This drop is not the real story. What comes next? Markets did not fall because tariffs are confirmed. Market fell because tariffs are now possible again. And once a political risk enters the system, it never fully leaves. From now on, every Trump speech, every debate, every interview will move the markets. And here is the dangerous cycle. Political tension rises, trade threats return, volatility increases, investors pull money, growth slows. This is exactly how economic slowdowns begin, not with recession, with rhetoric. And history proves this. But the biggest question is what should investors do now? Let me be very clear this is not the time for panic, this is the time for intelligence. In periods like this, over leveraged traded lost first, emotional investors lost second, disciplined investors survive, patience investors win. The smart strategy now is watch political risk, reduce unnecessary exposure, increase diversification, keep liquidity, avoid emotional decisions. Because volatility is not a danger, volatility is opportunity, and the next few months will create fortunes and destroy others. Remember this markets do not crash when bad things happen. Market crash when people suddenly realize the world is changing. And yesterday, Wall Street realized that the rules may change again. If you want to understand global markets, political risk, economic shifts, and how to protect your money, then this channel is for you. Then like this video, subscribe now, and comment below markets because the next shock is not a question of if, it is a question of when.